What's going on, Aries? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of September. The first half of September, may be covering the second half also. It all depends. Energy is fluid. All right, we're going to be hopping into your energy and see what the cards have to say about September for you guys. This is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate with you, like always, do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. If it does not resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Aries already. All right. So we're going to be checking out your present energy right here, your main storyline. And then after that, we are going to check out your supporting details, your futuristic energy on the left side, like we always do it. After that, we'll be checking out your fairy card, like everybody is getting these days. All right, if you guys don't already follow me on IG, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That'll be in the description of the video. And if you want a more personalized reading with me, you can email me about setting up a personal reading for yourself. That'll also be in the drop down description of the video. Let's hop right in, Aries. Up top, crowning your reading, we have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Ace of Cups. So I do feel like there's two scenarios going on, and you can fit whatever one fits you. The first one is you guys could be rushing headfirst very fast into some type of emotional commitment or emotional fulfillment, something that you believe is going to fulfill you emotionally. It's like you're wanting to head full speed ahead to it. On the other hand, some of you other Aries may have someone that's coming in full speed ahead to you, wanting an emotional commitment, or wanting to have a emotional future with you. They feel they have a connection with you in some type of way. This could be an air sign, right? And I feel like this person is very idealistic. Like, they have great ideas. They're very creative. They're a good communicator. They could be very logical. They have a connection with you on the mind level, right, in the mental realm. And this is what attracts them to you, your mind and the way that you think and how clever you are, or the way you communicate your thoughts and ideas. Because they're an idealistic person, they like the way you communicate your set of ideas. So there's an attraction here, if this is you that is dealing with someone. And on the other hand, if you're the person that is just seeing some type of emotional fulfillment from something, it's like you're wanting to head full speed ahead to that, whatever that could be. A new beginning, in some type of work, or a new beginning in investing in something, or wanting something to grow. It's like you feel like you can be emotionally fulfilled by something, and it's like you want to now start heading towards it very quickly with the Knight of Swords. This is the quickest moving knight. So whoever you're dealing with is coming in very hot and heavy, or you're going in towards them very hot and heavy and fast. Or you just have your mind set on something that's going to emotionally fulfill you. Now, this could be a new idea that you're getting that's sparking your interest, something that you've just run across, or maybe you've been thinking about for a while, and it's an idea that maybe you've kind of waited on for a second, because we have the Page of Wands and it's right by the Ten of Pentacles. So it is something that's a part of your overall vision for your life. The Ten of Pentacles is your vision board, right? It's like your blueprint that you have for your life, what you see in your future, how you see yourself being happy, right? Whether that's like, the type of job you're working, the type of relationship you want to be in, having a family, that's the place you want to live at, like the location. It's like everybody kind of has this snapshot in their head, or this vision board, that they think of in their mind when it comes down to what's going to bring them fulfillment, stability and abundance. But for some of you guys, it's kind of like this new idea is here that you want to add on to your blueprint. And it could be something that you're passionate about. You're getting fired up about it. Like, You're thinking about these different ideas and they're coming in, and it's like, it will bring you some type of abundance in a certain type of way. And this abundance that you're thinking about could be one of emotional abundance, right? Not only financial abundance and material wealth, you're thinking about that too, but it has some type of overarching theme that this idea that you have right now is bringing in, right? Where it may fulfill you financially, but also emotionally. And it's like a well-rounded idea that I believe is coming in, because you have the Ace of Cups talking about emotions and the Ten of Pentacles talking about financial stability and overall, wealth or abundance. Now, the 10 is also a completion, so you could have definitely completed a certain cycle of your life when it comes down to finances, or completed a certain cycle of your life when it comes down to your vision that you had. And for some of you guys, it's kind of like there's a new blueprint or a new vision that's coming in. Like, let's say you had a 10-year cycle of a certain vision or blueprint for your life that you saw 10 years ago, and you fulfilled all of those things in your life, right? All those 10 different pinnacles. Like, you did this, then you did this, then you knocked off that goal, then you knocked out this achievement, then you did this. Everything that you aspired to 10 years ago, I feel like you've been in a 10-year cycle of now coming to a place of completing that 10-year goal. Like, if you're one of those people who make goals for yourself every 5 years or every 10 years, and you're like, in 10 years I want to be here, in 5 years I see myself here. I feel like for a lot of you Aries, you've gotten to this place of that goal that you set 10 years ago. Like, where you saw yourself at 10 years ago, you have come to that place. So now it's like you want to see what you're going to do for the next 10 years. And this is why the page is here, the Page of Wands, because you're thinking, okay, what will bring me fulfillment? What will bring me passion? What will, kind of bring me success in the next 10 years? What do I want my vision to be? What do I want my blueprint to be for these next 10 years? What do I see myself in 10 years? Now that I've achieved everything that, I was thinking about 10 years ago. Now my vision has changed, my blueprint has changed, my perception has changed, my consciousness has evolved, right? My ego has evolved. I'm seeing the world from a different set of eyes now because I've matured. So now for these next 10 years, there's some things that I want to move around. There's some things that I can let go and throw to the side because they were old goals and old achievements having to do with my old mindset. Now I want to bring in a new, more mature blueprint for my life. And I think I was listening to somebody. I think it was Gary Vee. He's a pretty good speaker, inspirational speaker, and entrepreneur. He was talking about how the older you get, the more your vision changes. And he was talking about how maybe like when you're in your early 20s, your vision has a lot more to do with how much money you're going to make. And you're like, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have, $2 million. I want to have $10 million. Or I want to, whatever. It's like he was talking about how vast your vision is when you're younger because you don't have more understanding of yourself and the world. And he talks about how the older you get and you start to get into your 30s and 40s and 50s, your vision becomes more condensed, more less extravagant, right? It's like smaller things make you happy because you understand yourself now, and you understand that your happiness comes from within. And so your goal and vision becomes more compact and more focused and streamlined in one area, and it becomes more about your purpose in life and, the smaller things that make you happy, if you follow where I'm going. So I feel like this is where some of you Aries are at. Like, you're at that place where it's like, I want to condense my blueprint. I want to downsize my vision, and make it more streamlined into an area of focus that I know I'm in, instead of it being vast and wider. I want it more concentrated and detailed. Plus, you just have new goals and things that you want to experience because you've already experienced a certain set of goals already, and you've completed a certain cycle. So yeah, you're thinking about this next 10 years is what I feel. Now you do have the Star card here and the Knight of Swords again, right? So somebody is definitely here that sees you as the star. This air sign could be here and they see you as the star player. Maybe maybe you're the star of the relationship in a certain type of way. But I do feel like this person is viewing you in this type of way as somebody that is bringing in the glamour or the attention, or you bring the healing into the relationship, or you heal them in some type of way, or they just see you as somebody that has a lot of value, and this is why they're heading towards you full speed ahead, like why they want to have this emotional fulfillment with you or this future with you, because they see you as the star. They're number one, right? And you're in this position of the star where you're definitely inside of your value. You're shining. You're very attractive and magnetic in the month of September. Your ideas or mindset or the way that you're communicating could be very attractive to people that are around you. And you could have a lot of people that are just attracted to the way you're thinking. Like I said, this person is attracted, but overall, in general, in September, I think that the way that you're expressing yourself and communicating and just the nuances that you're using and the subtleness of your vibe is just very attractive. Like you're just shining in September, and you are the star. You're standing out, right? It's like you're watering other people with you just being yourself naturally. People are kind of drinking from your cup because you have these ideas and you have this way of viewing the world, and people are just like enjoying your company, enjoying to be around you, and you are the star. So, but it's something that's very much so based in your communication in the month of September that I feel like is drawing a lot of people in, and these may be some important people that are coming in, but overall they just are attracted to your charm in September. But one in specifically could be this air sign that is definitely here and wants to kind of offer you, their cup of love or emotions. They want to open up to you. They want to have a connection with you. They want it to grow, and I feel like this air sign does definitely see a future with you. Like they have you, in their plans of their future, right? Like the family, the house, the home, the children. They're kind of imagining all of this in their head, and they see that you are kind of like the perfect one to do this with, because they're at that point where they want that in their lives, and they feel like you are the perfect match to have that with, Aries. So yeah. I know the last reading I was talking about your love life, and is love a distraction, I believe was the title of it. And so I don't know if you are dealing with this air sign or talking to somebody who, I believe they could be growing on you because they're still around, they're still here, and they're showing up twice. Like the Knight of Swords is here 2 times. So this air sign I think is very persistent that you're dealing with, and they're kind of getting this idea across to you that you guys, could have a future together or could team up together inside of some type of partnership. And it's kind of like they are yeah, like putting this idea in your head, and then they're growing on you because I feel like you're attracted to them at the same time because they're here twice. All right, let's keep it going, Aries. Now here you go. This is where I like to see my Aries in the Emperor position, right? Sitting on your throne, the powerful Aries, the god of war, right? You guys are here and you're running things. You're in the position of authority, of power, very stable. Everything is looking good. Everything is running smoothly. It's how that Emperor is. But there is a little bit of trouble in paradise because you have the Nine of Swords here. So it is something on your mind. Even though everything is running smoothly and you have your empire kind of well oiled, this well oiled machine that you've set into motion, and you've completed a lot of tasks and reached a lot of goals, and you have this abundance that's coming in for you that you're maintaining, and everything seems to be in its place, but it's something on your mind. Even though, maybe not a lot of people see that it's something on your mind, because when it's something on the emperor mind, he can't let everybody know, right? Because he runs the kingdom. He runs an empire. And so he has to maintain his poise and his position of power. But there is something in the back of his head, You see him thinking, he's looking over to the side, and he's thinking about something. So something could be troubling you. You're anxious about it. You're really thinking about it, mulling over it in your head. And it could be something having to do with this new idea or this new thing that you're thinking about for your future, that you're wanting to add into your blueprint, or you changing up your future in some type of way. And this is kind of something that you keep thinking about over and over again, maybe even obsessing about it and thinking about it when you're trying to go to sleep, and maybe losing sleep because of it. It's like a lot of mental activity going on. Maybe some of you guys are over analyzing, this new thing or this new idea that you're having, or maybe over analyzing this connection that you have with this air sign, and them just coming in and growing on you, or whatever they're wanting to have with you is like growing on you in a certain type of way. So it's like you're thinking about it. And the thing that's on this emperor's mind is his empress, right? And it doesn't have to be gender specific. If you're a female and you're in the emperor position, you still have somebody that's in the empress position, because you're taking on that role of the emperor. You're a Aries, right? Like a masculine sign. So, but the hangman is the card that is over the empress. So when it comes down to maybe this air sign that you're thinking about, your empress, your partner, your girl, your guy, whatever, like this air sign that I've been talking about, you're kind of stuck. The hangman talks about being stuck, a little bit with moving forward, trying to get a new perspective, trying to be enlightened about the situation. So he hangs upside down to get a new perspective, because it just doesn't look right side up. He's trying to look at things from every different angle, and this is where I think you're at with that Nine of Swords energy. You're analyzing, reanalyzing, overanalyzing, and so this makes you get stuck in your energy when it comes down to moving forward, maybe into this new thing, this new chapter of your life, going into this Ten of Pentacles, your new Ten of Pentacles, completing an older cycle and starting a new one. You're kind of stuck because you're like, do I really want to go into this next cycle? Like, am I all the way completed? Am I at the 10? Have I done everything? Have I accomplished all of my goals that I set out 10 years ago? Like, am I ready to start something new? Maybe I'm just going to stay here for a little second. And the hangman, that's what he does. He just hangs tight in between a cycle being switched over, in between a new beginning and an old one closing out. He's just like, I don't want to go to the next cycle yet. I need to understand the older cycle all the way and the newer one that I'm going to before I take some action to go into the next one. So it's like a hung juror, right? The jury can't make a decision, right? So that's where you're at until you get more information. It's not enough evidence. It's not enough details. You just don't know. You know, but you don't know. And this is kind of stressing you out a little bit. And so the Empress is here, and I think this is the person, this is the other person that, maybe you guys are making this decision together. Like, do we want to be in this relationship, or do we want to commit to this new emotional fulfillment, or do we want to start this new thing, this new chapter together? Like, they see you as somebody that could definitely pull it off. Like, they hold you in high regards, and you understand that too, but it's stressing you out. And they're standing there like ready to team up with you. You guys have a great team here together. This is a great partnership. It's equal energy, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the high and the low. Like, it's balance here, and you understand all of that. But you are in the hangman position, or they're in the hangman position, because the Empress card is right underneath the hangman. So maybe this could be the other person that's kind of wanting to take a pause, but I really feel like it's you because the other person is taking on the Knight of Swords. They're coming in gung-ho, full speed ahead, like, let's do it, let's go, I like you, I love you, I want to be with you, I want to start this new thing with you, I want to, but you are the one that I feel like is overthinking it and overanalyzing it and kind of stuck in your head about it, because you're the Emperor, which makes sense. Like, the Emperor has to make the last decision, and it has to be right. He has to know the logistics of it, all the information, all the details. How is it going to move? How is this going to work? Like, where are we going to be at? Where are we going to live at? Like, how are we going to handle the finances? Who's going to be doing what? What role are you going to play? What role am I going to play? This Emperor is thinking about it all. He oversees everything, and he maintains everything. And the Empress is thinking about the growth. Like, she wants to just bring in this new idea. Like, she wants the empire to just grow. And she, like I said, this person is very idealistic. So they're thinking about the idea of it, and like, this is a great idea. I know that it can work. This is, me and you can do this. Like, we can come together and create emotional abundance and be fulfilled with each other. But the Emperor, you're like, okay, I understand all that, and I see where you're coming from, but I'm thinking logistics, I'm thinking framework, I'm thinking foundation, I'm thinking, all the details, how to maintain it once this does come in. And so this is what's going on. But I like it because you guys are working together. I see teamwork happening. If this is you dealing with this new person, I think I'm mostly talking to the Aries that is dealing with this air sign, or this person that's very idealistic that's coming in. And this could either be talking about a partnership or a relationship, or both. But there is this kind of couple that's here, this power couple. But, you're definitely pausing about it, about moving forward with this person, or moving forward with this endeavor with this person, because it's so brand new and it's so big at the same time. 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be a completion. It's going to start off small but grow into something very large. So you're definitely making sure that you are sure about it. All right, let's go into your future energy and see how this is going to play out. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Nine of Swords again. So, King of Pentacles, I believe this is the energy that you guys are taking on. It's like, in the future, you do see yourself sitting pretty when it comes down to finances, material wealth, financial stability is all here. You're very confident in how you're running your life and your empire, your kingdom, right? And it's like there's a lot of joy that's around here, a lot of joyful times, happiness that's going to be here in your energy, in your space, from the things that you've labored to build and to work. And Six of Cups is talking about either a soulmate that's here with you, that you're enjoying your abundance with. Six of Cups is that strong karmic connection to somebody, that strong soulmate connection with someone who you feel very familiar with. There's a lot of love there. Um, and it could also, for some of you guys, mean kids, children in the future, because Six of Cups does talk about that energy of a soulmate, or some of your children being soulmates to you too, like they are destined with this King of Pentacle. Then we have the Four of Wands here, which is talking about marriage, commitment, stable relationship. And this is where we've been going for a while, Aries. Like, it's like the stability is what you guys like. And you want stability in your love life also. And so there is like a new cycle that's coming in after this old cycle has been completed. The Ten of Wands cycle for you is like, we've been completing this for a while now in all of your readings. Like, it's done. You have sowed your oil oats. What do they call it? Coming to America, if you guys like Coming to America, like, but the guy on Coming to America, like, he wanted to go to America. He told his father anyway he wanted to go to America to sow his oil, sow his royal oats, sow his royal something, but pretty much like, you know, go and have fun and like hook up with a whole bunch of women, you know, before he settled down and got married. And this is what I feel like is completing for a lot of you Aries. Like, you're completing that cycle of like sowing your royal oats, your whatever that is. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but this exploration phase of your life, I feel like is completing. It's done, and you're in this next phase, and this is why this other person wants to come in, which I feel strongly is an air sign for you guys. Or it could be an earth sign. It depends, but let's not get lost in signs. But they want to come in and offer you this stability. They want to team up with you in the Four of Wands with equal reciprocation, equal give and take, strong partnership. They want to have longevity with you and move forward into the future and build something, build a legacy, leave a legacy behind, and walk through this portal of partnership and building this kingdom together. And for some of you guys, this does scare you. This new cycle of life is kind of scaring you guys. And it's been happening in all of your readings. But the energy is here for you. This opportunity is here for you to start heading towards this next phase of life. Even if you're enjoying, you know, being in a Nine of Pentacles energy, which is being single or being abundant in your own energy, enjoying the fruits of your labor, not having to worry about anybody else but yourself, not having to worry about a family, you know, or a partner, or thinking about, you know, how your actions are affecting another party. You've been enjoying this Nine of Pentacles. Like, some of you guys, I feel like you're just like, I'm just now really enjoying this. But at the same time, this Ace of Wands is here, you know, talking about a new passionate beginning that you're going to have in this newer cycle. In the same way you kind of enjoyed and were passionate about this Nine of Pentacles phase of your life, of enjoying the fruits of your labor and being in exploration phase, it's like this new thing is coming in, which is talking about a commitment and being with someone else that you are also going to enjoy equally. And a lot of you Aries, I feel like, don't want to hear that. But this is kind of what's coming in your future energy. It's like, I feel like a lot of you Aries that are listening to this reading, you were kind of like made to be paired up. Like, You were made to be inside of this power couple. This is what you do desire overall. You know, you just may be in a place where it's like, is now really the time? I don't think now is the time. Like, I'm really still working on me. But something is about to happen because you have the Ace of Wands here. So something is about to be ignited. It's about to be thrown in like a monkey wrench. And it's going to just spark this completion and this new beginning into this new phase of your life, and complete the phase of the Nine of Pentacles, of exploration, moving into a phase of building, because you got to build this empire, and this person is here to help you build, if you are dealing with this person that I'm talking about in September. All right. And for some of you guys who are not dealing with a person romantically, it could be a partnership, like a business partnership or something like that. You know, take it how it fits you. We end your reading with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. So definitely, like I've been talking about, you guys are worried about moving forward, and you're afraid of also repeating the past. And I think it's a quote that's like that, and it talks about how people are not afraid of the future, they're afraid of repeating the past. So I don't know, maybe it's something in your past that kind of haunts you about moving forward into the future, Aries. And the Five of Cups is here talking about some regret that could have happened in the past, or some things that didn't work out, that, you know, scarred you in a certain type of way, you know, that you kind of still remember and look back at, that could, you know, be the thing that's making you slow down or take a pause before you move into this next cycle of your life and you start to build with this other person. The thing that's on your mind could be something that happened in the past that, you know, you're having to deal with before you can move on. Because the Nine of Swords, a lot of times you have to deal with it. You have to complete this way of thinking and, you know, do that shadow work. Deal with these thoughts and overcome them and face these fears before you can, you know, move into being more clear-minded. So this is something that you are going to have to overcome, and that you're working to overcome. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's overcoming the past, or repeating a past cycle. Five of Cups. Overcoming regret in some type of way from the past. But I do feel like you guys are definitely going to overcome this, and you're moving into this next cycle. You guys have the World card under the deck. The world, a new world is here, a new opportunity, a new opening, new beginning, new cycle is all here for you. You're upgrading, leveling up, going into this next phase of life, which does have a lot to do with stability after you overcome this thinking that has you stuck in your mind. Eight of Swords, which I feel like you guys are going to definitely overcome. You're processing it with the Nine of Swords. Process. And sometimes it does look like it's over analyzing, but it's needed. You know, you need to hang there until you do get the new perspective, and then you're ready to move forward after that. You have the Emperor card again here for your fairy card, and it says use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but passionate leader. So yeah, this is that Emperor energy. Like I said, I like to see you guys in your Emperor energy. The Emperor represents the Aries a lot of times. So you're definitely logically thinking about this thing, thinking about structure, you know, thinking about how you're going to increase your success. But you're moving forward with compassion, right? You're moving forward organized after you get your thoughts aligned and in order and overcome some of the fears internally. You are going to be moving forward as this strong, powerful emperor and leader, and you're going to be ready to build this empire that you have with the help of your Empress on the side. All right, Aries, great reading, great energy. We're wrapping it up right there. Hopefully that resonated. If so, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. If you want a more personalized reading, email me about that. That's in the description. And I will see you guys mid-September. Later.